Hey folks, I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2021 Winnebago Micro Minnie 1708FB. This is a fantastic couples coach, folks. It's well built, it's nice and bright and airy, it's open even though there's not a slide. One of my favorite parts is dry. This one's under 3,500 or 3,400 pounds with a 5,000 GVWR. So, you know, even when this thing is loaded with your propane battery, everything else, you're probably still right on that 3,500 pound mark, meaning you have almost 1,500 pounds you can load on here. And if you're loading more than that, then you need to bring less when you're camping. That's a lot of weight. But the cool thing about that is that means if you are that person who has that 5,000 pound tow rating SUV and you're looking for a nicer travel trailer for the two of you to be able to get away, this one right here is a perfect option. One of the things I really enjoy, like I said, is the lighter, how light it is. You can see the lighter woodwork they have, right? A little bit more modern styling in the cabinets. You can see a little bit different pulls. They have them on bottom. They have hidden hinges right up top. Nice, easy, single, one-hand operation to access anything in there. It's nice and big. You'll see the LED lights underneath. You have USB ports and electrical outlet right there. So that way if you're sitting at the table, right, maybe you're one of the lucky ones that get to work remotely. That way if you want to, you know, drive down somewhere where it's warm and you want to chase the weather, you can sit right here, you know, working on your computer, plug it in, you're good to go. The dinette space is easily big enough for two people and it's perfect for that. You can drop it down into a smaller bed. A little tight for most adults, but if you got a kiddo, maybe a grandkid or something wants to come visit you, you have a bed for them. Also, I love this. You get a campsite dinette here with the window, and this is the site I want. I'm looking out to my campsite, right? In the morning, waking up, sipping on my coffee, maybe my orange juice, mimosa, now we're talking. Looking out there, but being able to see my campsite, not checking out what the neighbors are doing. And then underneath, look at that, super easy access to all the storage underneath the dinette. Just swings right open like that. And speaking of storage, take a look at the kitchen, folks. We'll open it up. I mean, you have storage galore. In a smaller RV, this is so rare. You get the big drawer instead of the oven, and I think that's a good choice. I personally don't use an oven a ton. If you're someone that does, then, you know, and you hate a convection, then this maybe, you know, we'll have to see some different options here, but for me, I would much rather have the convection microwave oven, have the space there. You get the space over here. You get a little drop down there, but take a look at this. 3 full extension ball bearing drawers. I mean, just a ton of space. This one, I guess I shouldn't call it a drawer, but it is a drop down where you can store some items right down in there. I think they just did a good job overall of utilizing that space. And for countertop, you know, you can see here, you have upgraded countertop, and it allows you to not only have the recessed cooktop, but also undermount the sink, which gives you the ability to have flush mount countertop covers like they have. So all of this is great prep space. You can see that. Now, high-rise faucet, it's also a pull-out, folks. So again, we start talking about higher-end amenities, right? A little bit nicer build. That's what you're getting. You can see how nice and thick the sink top covers are to make them more flush. That undermount stainless steel bowl, it's not a composite. It's again, a nicer, higher-end stainless steel. You have a full backsplash all the way across, right? It goes all the way up. It's, you know, again, looks nice. It cleans very easily. This also folds up and back just like so. You can see the upgraded grill on that. Of course, your controls are right on the front. You can see up top is your hood. Convection microwave oven right there, as I said, folks. So that will be your oven and more storage right over here to the side. So when you're talking about a camper that's 3,500 pounds and you want a lot of storage, this is the one. We'll see we have even more in the back, plus some under the bed. As for bathroom space, I'll take a seat right here. You know, you definitely do have to angle the leg over a little bit when the door is shut, but still plenty of room. My knees don't feel crammed. My shoulders don't feel crammed. It's honestly pretty good. Open that guy up. You'll see storage underneath the sink, electrical outlet. Nice big sink. I like that. You know, if you're washing your hands, not splashing everywhere, brushing your teeth, it's easy. You have your towel ring right there. Big mirrored medicine cabinet. Right? Love that. And neo-angle shower over to this side. Now, as far as drawbacks, right, this will probably be one of them for me. It is a very small shower. I will say that. Now I am 6 foot tall. I can completely stand up, which is something a lot of times in a 3,500 pound unit I can't do. But as far as the shower size itself, thank you for turning the light on there, Sam. Appreciate you. But as far as the shower size itself, you can see like I just don't have a ton of space to maneuver, right? Like kind of take the hand wand, you kind of got to do one of these. You can make it work, you know, definitely. And it would be worse if it was shorter. So I do like to have the height there, but just bear in mind that, you know, it's not the biggest shower space. If we kind of flip to the other side, I want to show you where the TV is. So again, very unique. They have the TV right here in the back, but you do get a good view from it if you're sitting in the dinette, at least in one of the seats. You know, great multimedia center right there, power awning, tank heaters. How often do you get that? If you're, you know, planning on camping in some colder climate, boom, flip on your 12-volt tank heaters, good to go. You'll also see your tank monitoring panel here. Notice your water heater does run off both propane and electric. You can turn both of those on at the same time for faster recovery. If we take a look right behind the TV, you have wireless charging. There it is, right? So super simple. It's kind of out of the way. I like that. Thermostat over to the side, but look at this, folks. Again, you want to talk about storage. They fully utilized all the space in here to give you all of that extra storage, and I love that they did it. If we take a look at the door real quick, something else I want to show you is that you do have a shade in the door, so you can close that down, right? So if you want to, you know, a little bit of privacy at night, or you just want to keep the sun out in the morning, you can close that down. Pretty nice feature there. And then as we come up to the front, you know, rounding out the kitchen is your fridge freezer combo. This one does run off both propane and electric. For AC, you have a roof mounted AC 13.5, I believe, on this one. Right up top here, might be, I think it's 13.5. I'll have to double check, but you do get the roof mounted AC there. And then right down below is your direct vent furnace. And folks, that will do a great job of heating this space up. Again, with a smaller RV like that. And I would hope it's only a 13.5. If you have a 15K and something this size, there's just no need. It's overkill, right? But even at a 13.5, it's going to cool this down super quickly. Then if you take a look underneath the bed, you will see all that storage space, as well, of course, the bed itself. You'll notice right up front is electrical outlet, USB ports, a little net, so you have a place to put your phone while you charge it at night, and more storage all the way across the top. Now that we've seen the insides, take a look at some of the outside features on the 2021 Winnebago Micro Minnie 1708FB. And folks, right up front, starting off, we're getting a power tongue jack, making life a lot easier when you're hooking up or disconnecting from your tow vehicle. Behind that are your two 20-pound propane tanks with the cover, rails there for your battery, and diamond plating on the front, helping to protect that front end from rocks and debris that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. Right above that is the gel coat front cap. That is beautiful fiberglass on there. Looks great. 3/4 front cap. Of course, 3-year warranty that comes with the Winnebago product because they're going to stand behind it. When we take a look at the pass-through, man, you have a huge door on this side. And you can see that, you know, that front little bit, you get access to that whole width. Over on the other side, of course, door's a little bit smaller. You also see a battery disconnect on the far side, so you can just turn that to kill all power to the battery so you don't have that drain. If you take a look up here, not only do you have a light, but more importantly, right in that corner is the solar controller. This one has solar panels right up top. Everything's already hooked up for you. Controller is right there, so you can see, so you have power management. Right over to this side, electrical outlet and cable outlet in case you want an outside TV. 12-volt power awning on here with LED light strip, couple outside speakers. And if you want an outside TV, that is where the backer is located. Right down underneath, you'll see propane quick connect if you want to hook up a grill out here. And something really cool is this. You have the 15-inch off-road tires. It gives you that extra height. I mean, you can see, you know, how it's kind of moving around right now. I have someone bouncing around in there, and there is still, you know, plenty of clearance. You don't have to worry about anything hitting. You know, it gives you that extra clearance if you're taking it a little more, I don't know, a little more remote locations, right? Taking it down 2 tracks, something like that, those tires will allow it to happen. Also, aluminum alloy wheels, and it is Dexter Axles. You can see the Dexter torsion axles if you take a look right in here. You can take a look at those. So, you know, better suspension system that it uses that rubber, so there's less parts that are gonna wear out on you. You have the BAL NXG frame, Huck bolt style frame, so excellent construction on that standpoint. Aluminum treaded steps aren't going to rust. You have the bumper in the back, square tubular bumpers. You have a spot to store your sewer hose. Tire will be located back there with the cover. Rear mounted ladder so you can climb up onto the fully walkable roof. One-piece TPO membrane roof there. You will see that this one is prepped for a backup camera if you want it. It's coming around to the side. Outside shower with hot and cold water access. Right there is your black tank flush. Great feature to have on a smaller RV. Termination down underneath. Now, one of the things you will notice, folks, and this is important, is your valves. If you notice, your black and gray tank valves go right into the frame. The reason for that is because it is insulated. Again, this is built to be in colder weather. You have the heated holding tanks. You have the insulated valves, so your valves aren't going to freeze up on you. It's going to make sure that your lines and stuff aren't freezing. That is huge. Another quick thing about construction I do want to talk about is right behind this fiberglass exterior is Azdel composite, which is one of the reasons this camper is so lightweight. It also won't absorb moisture, so you don't have to worry about delamination, and it doesn't have the off-gassing, so a lot of wins right there. 30 amp power supply plugs in here. Of course, your cable and satellite inlets, fresh tank fill, and then your city water fill will be right next door to that. All right, folks, and that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2021 Winnebago Micro Minnie 1708FB. If you're interested in this travel trailer and you would like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker. Let's go camping.